July 15th, 2020, 4:17 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Elon Musk's account posts a message. I'm feeling generous because of COVID-19. Send Bitcoin to the address below, and he'll send it back, doubled. 36.9 million people see it. Now, if some guy in your replies said that, you'd scroll straight past. But this wasn't some guy. The handle was right, the blue check was right there next to it. And then it happened again. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Kanye West, Jeff Bezos, Joe Biden, 4 months out from a presidential election. Apple, Uber, Barack Obama.
Same promise, same wallet, same hour. It looked like the platform had lost its mind. It hadn't. It had someone standing inside it. A 17-year-old in Tampa, Florida. You're watching Certified Compromised. Today, the day somebody stole the world's loudest megaphone. To understand how big this is, you have to remember what Twitter was in 2020. It wasn't just an app, it was the town square. When a president wanted to talk to the planet, he didn't call a press conference, he tweeted.
And that little blue check mark was a promise. It meant this is really them. When Obama's account said something, markets moved, headlines wrote themselves. Twitter had passwords, it had two-factor, it had the whole stack. The idea that one person could climb inside and speak as Obama, as Musk, as Apple, all at once, all in the same afternoon, was supposed to be impossible. That's the whole. Watch someone look through it. Meet Graham Ivan Clark, 17, Tampa. And forget the hoodie, forget the green text scrolling down a black screen. That's not this. Clark grew up in a very specific corner of the internet, the world of OG usernames, short handles, a single letter, a single number, the ones that got taken in 2006 and never let go. They're trophies. People pay thousands of real dollars for them. There's a whole marketplace built around buying them, selling them, and taking them. Clark was fluent in that world, and online he went by a different name. Kirk. Here's the part everyone gets wrong. Graham Clark did not break Twitter's code. The investigators were blunt about it afterwards. No malware, no exploit, no backdoor, nothing you'd put in a textbook. He didn't hack the computer. He hacked the people. It started the day before, July 14th. Phone calls. Clark and his crew started calling Twitter employees, saying they were from Twitter's own IT help desk. And the pretext was perfect because of what year it was. Everybody was home. Everybody was on VPN. And the VPN was breaking constantly.
So the phone rings. Hey, it's IT. We're chasing a VPN issue on your account. Can you just log in here so I can confirm it's cleared? It's phishing. Just out loud. The industry calls it vishing. And here's the piece that matters. Because this is where most people assume two-factor saves the day. It didn't. As the employee typed their password into the fake page, the attackers were typing it into the real Twitter site, live at the same moment, which meant the real site fired off a real two-factor prompt to the real employee, who was already expecting one, and they approved it. That first account didn't have the good stuff, so they used it to wander, read the internal wiki, learn the org chart, learn which teams could actually touch user accounts. Then, on the 15th, they called those people. Twitter had an internal admin panel. Staff used it for support work. Type in any username, and you could change the email on the account, switch off two-factor, and hand it to whoever you wanted. Over 1,000 employees had access to it. Think about a hotel. Thousands of rooms. Every guest has a lock, a deadbolt, a chain on the door. Doesn't matter. Clark
talked his way behind the front desk and picked up the master key. And the second he had it, every lock in the building became decoration.
At first, he kept it quiet, sold off rare usernames, easy money, nobody important notices. But by early afternoon, he wasn't being quiet anymore.
2:16. He takes a crypto trader's account and posts the first ask. 3:18. Binance. Then Coinbase, Gemini, Square. 10 crypto accounts in under an hour. And then, 4:17. He stops aiming at crypto Twitter and starts aiming at everybody. By the time it was over, 130 accounts compromised, 45 of them used to tweet, 36 private message inboxes opened and read. 7 accounts had their entire data archive downloaded, every DM, every contact, every follower. And the money worked. More than 400 transfers went out to that wallet. Over $118,000, chasing a promise that was never real.
Twitter's incident team had been chasing weird phone calls all morning. At 5:45, they finally said something publicly, aware of a security incident, taking steps to fix it. The steps were drastic. To stop the bleeding, Twitter stopped a huge chunk of its own verified users from tweeting at all. Not just the hacked ones, all of them.
For about 2 hours, the blue checks went silent. Which sounds abstract, so here's what it actually meant. That evening, the National Weather Service could not tweet a tornado warning. And that's the part that stays with you. Because this was a clumsy Bitcoin scam, run by a kid. It netted about as much as a used car dealership does in a slow week. But it landed on accounts that move markets, months before a presidential election. And for a few hours, one 17-year-old could have posted anything from any of them. If the message had been something other than "send me Bitcoin," you don't measure that damage in dollars. So how do you catch someone who never touched a line of code? You follow the money, because he picked the single worst possible place on Earth to hide it. Bitcoin isn't anonymous. Every transaction sits on a public ledger forever for anyone to read. Investigators pulled the wallets, then the chat logs, then an email address that had been used at some point to verify a real ID, then the IP records. The FBI, IRS criminal investigation, and the Secret Service all pulled on the same thread. It went to a house in Tampa. They arrested him on July 31st, 16 days after the hack. He was 17, but Florida law lets prosecutors charge minors as adults in financial fraud cases. So they did. 30 felony counts. He pleaded guilty, 3 years in juvenile prison, 3 years probation, the maximum available under Florida's Youthful Offender Act, with a warning attached. Violate that probation and the floor becomes 10 years in an adult prison. Others went down with him. Mason Shepherd in the UK, Nima Fazeli in Orlando, and a British man who called himself Plug Walk Joe, who ran a lot longer. Arrested in Spain in 2021, extradited in 2023. 5 years. So what's the takeaway? The strongest security in the world still has a soft center. Us. None of Twitter's passwords mattered. The two-factor didn't matter. It fired correctly, and a tired person on a bad VPN day approved it anyway. The attacker never fought the locks. He walked up to the door marked employees, and he asked nicely. And it's worth saying, Twitter had gone 7 months without a chief information security officer. Nobody senior owned the problem. That's not a technology failure. That's a decision somebody made. For you, same lesson, scaled down. Nobody legitimate will ever double your money. Nobody from IT will ever need your password. And if a friendly voice on the phone is creating urgency, that urgency is the attack. A friendly voice is the oldest hack there is. Which means Twitter, the platform that verifies the most powerful people alive, got verified itself.
Barack Obama, Elon Musk, and Apple are all officially certified compromised. Next time, a crypto investor watches $24 million leave his accounts because a 15-year-old and his partner bribed a phone company employee to move his number onto a blank SIM card. He sued. He won a $75 million judgment. And years later, he's still in court, trying to make a phone company pay. If you want to know who gets compromised next, subscribe. Your accounts will thank you.